The Frames Per Second podcast.
Welcome to another episode of the Frames Per Second podcast. I'm the host for the evening. My name is Mike. Next to me, I have Spike.
What up?
Across from Spike, I have Ken.
Hello.
Next to Ken, I have Rod.
What up? What up?
And we are doing the 40th anniversary of the movie Aliens. This came out in 1986. If you can't do math, I'm bad at math too. It is the second movie. Wait, is that wrong?
I mean, you just did the 6. I mean, we're in 2026.
This is true.
It's 40 years.
This is true.
No, just you said you was bad at math.
Funny enough, I got where both of you were coming from.
Wait, I don't get it. What's he saying?
I don't
You
either.
saying you're bad at math, but he's like, it's real easy.
Yeah, it's the 40 part.
But you don't.
It's the 40 part that sometimes trips me up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay,
the 6
okay.
I'm good.
Okay.
But if you told me it was 50 years, I might believe you until I sat down and did the math. You see what I'm saying? The 6 I'm good on. It's the 4.
Okay.
That's funny.
It's a round.
Around, yes. I just don't know how many decades it's been. Yes. I always get that fucked up. So yeah, this is the second movie in the franchise. It was also done by James Cameron. We reviewed the movie Alien at some point, so make sure you go look on the channel. It's somewhere in there. But has everyone seen this movie before?
No.
I didn't think so.
What? Dang.
Of course you
I keep
Came out
forgetting.
in
I keep
86.
forgetting that.
Wait, what's that mean?
Yeah.
I don't know when I would have seen this. I was 4 when it came
Yeah, you didn't see the 80s movies that we.
This movie is a classic, Spike.
He said,
All right.
I was 10.
So you should have seen it. And you was into all of that stuff. I wasn't in the Alien movies at 4. Yeah. And then I ain't never go back and watch it.
I don't know that I saw it when it first came out. I'm sure I didn't go see it in the theater.
I didn't go see it in theater. HBO.
Yeah, I'm
Yep.
sure I watched it when we went to Blockbuster.
So I watched all my movies. I waited for it to go out to the theater to HBO because we weren't going to the movies. My mom wasn't spending that money.
That's true.
But I'm gonna go around. Ken, you've seen this before, so how do you feel about this movie?
Yeah, multiple times. No, I enjoy it, man. There's always one scene that get me every time. And I'm like, God, as many times I've seen this movie, every damn time.
Same.
But nah, overall, yeah, I like it. I do understand some of the complaints and gripes with it. It's because of the action shit with the Marines and shit. People they don't like that. But it worked for me. I think it's just anything. It shows how badass these motherfuckers are. Like, but nah, man. Yeah, yeah. I did a rewatch of the Aliens franchise either not last year, but I think 2 years ago. But yeah, I always enjoyed this one.
What about you, Rob?
Yeah, I've always enjoyed this one. I did the same thing. I did like a rewatch of all of them. I will have to have a refresher on this one because I didn't get a chance to go back and watch it. But I've seen this so many times. My fondest memory about this movie when I was younger is like one of my best friend's older cousins. We were watching it together, and man, he just kept calling that one lady Ramho. He just called her Ramho the whole movie. Oh man,
I hate black people.
No, yeah.
I know he was black.
You know he was
Of
black.
course he was black.
Man, that bro,
That's so good.
that's my fondest memory of this movie, man. And I can't watch it without thinking that.
That's so immature.
He kept calling the Ramho. Like I was like, oh my God. And I was young too. Like I was maybe middle school or whatever. Like not super young, but yeah. I remember, man, but that was the best way to watch this movie with a whole bunch of black people. Oh my God. Yeah. But yeah,
That's fucking funny.
But yeah, that's like embedded in my brain.
So Spike, for your first time seeing this, what did you think about this movie?
It wasn't bad. I get the cult following. Wait, not even cult, like major following around the movie, especially now since I've sit with you guys and seen more of the Alien franchise. Which kind of made it worse for me, being the technology has advanced so much. So with the other Alien movies, and I feel like even that TV show that we watched,
Okay.
they had the Alien in there. Like it was just so more advanced. Going back to this was like, okay, I get it. But it's a Sigourney Weaver. Yeah, that's her name. She did a good job. I think she did a really good job. Paul Shriver, I feel like he played his typical self. But I mean, it was
Bill
cool.
Paxton was in it.
Yeah, he was over. He was different Bill Paxton than I'm used to.
This is what put Bill Paxton on
Really?
the map.
That's what put him on the map.
I don't know, probably not.
But yeah. I mean, it was cool. It wasn't bad. I wasn't sitting there like, damn, why I gotta watch this. So,
But you weren't like, damn, this is amazing.
I was not like that either. No.
Well, I will say you're tripping.
Yeah.
This is my all-time favorite alien movie.
Yeah, I remember you said that.
2, this is my all-time favorite sci-fi movie. This is the reason why I have this alien tattooed on my leg.
Yeah, that's why.
This is my second tattoo. And I got that after seeing Aliens. And I loved the movie. I loved the comics. And I will take any chance to rewatch this. But me and my girl rewatched it last night. And it to me, it just holds up.
Yeah.
It's such a good movie.
Yeah.
And at first, she was like, oh, it's probably quick. Just throw it on. I was like, you realize this is like a 2 hour and 30-minute movie.
Mm-hmm.
At no point did I look over and her be like, damn, this is still going? No, the whole time you're like, what the fuck?
The pacing is great.
The pacing is great, and they do a lot to set up what's going to happen. That first 35 minutes is just setup. But it's good setup, as long as you remember what happened in the last film. So
That's what took me out of it.
oh, you couldn't remember Alien? I mean, the most you got to remember is that she blew the alien out of the out of the airlock. We reviewed it. I thought you were
Maybe
here.
he wasn't on
I don't
it.
think I was here yet.
Maybe he wasn't on it. It's possible he wasn't here.
Yeah, I don't think I was here yet.
Oh, now I would have told you to go ahead and watch Alien first. I don't think you needed that much context, but it would have helped a
watching,
little
I think I
bit.
would've-
Yeah, it would have helped because you might have been a little bit confused about who Ripley is, why is she even, who
Relevant.
Jonesy is. Yeah. All right, well, let's go ahead and move on through this motherfucker. So the movie starts off with a salvage crew discovering Ripley's escape shuttle that's carrying her and my boy Jonesy after she destroyed the Nostromo in the last movie. She's taken back to Earth and debriefed by the Weyland-Yutani Corporation, which is the company that sent them out there in the first place. She finds out that she's been out there for 57 years and that her daughter, who was 10 when she left, has died. She also finds out that the planet that they found the alien on is now a colony of terraformers. And after losing contact with the colony, were y'all surprised when they asked Ripley to go back? I'm going to start with you, Ken.
Given that whole meeting where they discredited her, having rewatched it and watching all the franchise and understanding more what Wayland was or is, make much more sense now. Because, they're making basically weapons and shit like that, so they didn't need that information out. It made sense to send a subject matter expert back to the planet. Plus, if she dies, she's the only person that has bear witness, or you get rid of the witness as well that have seen these things. That's gonna be a problem. So 2 birds with 1 stone. So yeah, it makes sense for them to send her back there.
What about you, Rod?
I'm trying to remember, like, if I was shocked by that. I don't think I was, because I had seen. I do remember seeing like in the previews or whatever when it was coming out. It was very heavy promo about it. So I guess it wasn't that shocking that they sent her back, because I think in my mind she was already going to be back, because they were showing her the machine and all that type of stuff in the trailers.
Spike. Well, I guess you wouldn't be able to answer that. Never mind. What did you think about how all of this kicked off?
I had a similar thought process to Ken. They went through this whole thing where they trying to discredit her with the trial and saying that she was incorrect, and then the guy basically being like, fuck you, the head guy. But then when something go down, like, yo, we want to send you back because we're killing 2 birds with 1 stone, essentially, like you said. Like, if you see him, oh, you know what to do. But if they kill you, then we ain't got to tell nobody.
Yep.
So that's how it felt.
Yep, I agree. But yeah, Ripley agrees to go back on the condition that they're just destroying the creature. They're not bringing it back. So she goes up in the ship Sulaco, and she meets the Colonial Marines, run by Sergeant Apone and overseen by Lieutenant Gorman. We also meet Hicks, Hudson, Vasquez, Burke, And after being a little racist towards Bishop, she debriefs them on what's going on LV 426, and they land. And by the way, I'm condensing quite a bit of this because it's a long-ass movie. They find some facehuggers in testing tubes, and they also discover an orphan little girl named Newt. What did y'all think of Newt?
How was she just... Did I miss... How was she just able to survive up there by herself?
Scared.
Yeah, she hid in that room, and then she figured out that that mostly only come out at night, so she would go out during the day to get food and then go back into that room.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. I like Newt, and I think, she played a role, a little subtle role that I didn't realize until a rewatch, with being the little girl, because Ripley became attached to her, and then they told the story of her losing her daughter.
Right.
And she was there 56 years. They showed her daughter who was old and all the other stuff. So, so I think that added a little bit more to Ripley, who was crying. What I also either forgot or didn't realize was that was the girl from the family that was killed early when they dropped to the family, and she was screaming and stuff like that, and she survived, and the kid didn't, and the other two didn't. So I liked that part of it because, we didn't see the kid die, but he clearly did. So, and was that family that was that them that was, I don't know why I'm doing this, but was that them or other just people from the planet when they first came across the bodies?
I could never tell.
I couldn't either. I don't know if that was the mom and the dad.
I don't think so.
Or not. Okay, it was just some other people.
So. They don't look alike, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not her parents.
But yeah, she played a pretty key role in this movie.
Anything else to add to that, Rod?
No, I'm starting to think maybe I should have rewatched this. But what I will say is that I do remember the little girl being impactful, and I know today's time we don't get many child actors. I know that's been a gripe for us, but I do remember her being impactful in this one, because this is the one where she was like in the water and they come up behind her and all that type of stuff. Yeah, so yeah, that's all I can really speak on as far as that.
So I like Newt. I've always thought she was an adorable little kid. I like the fact that because she's just so fucking scared, that's how she's been able to survive, by just avoiding the xenomorphs, and then she's smart enough to figure out when they come out, what brings them out. So I have heard people complain about this, like, oh, this little girl survived. And it's like, well, I could see how a little girl like that would survive.
Because how many years has it been?
Since they took over, we don't know. I mean, I imagine it hasn't been years, because as we find out later, Burke is the one that sent them to go investigate that ship once he heard Ripley's story. So if we're putting two and two together, we can say it's probably only been a couple of weeks.
Okay.
So she's only been surviving for a couple of weeks. Gotcha. I think people got confused, just like you said, how many years has it been? I think they assumed that it had been like 10 years.
That's what I thought.
But it's
for some reason.
You thought the girl just didn't age? I thought she had that Benjamin Button.
What the?
I don't know what kind
I
of
thought she was like Gary Coleman or something.
Might have been some space magic or some shit today. I was just like, but I thought like she had been out there for years. That's why I asked how she survived. But that makes a lot more sense.
No, I think it's only been a couple of weeks.
Because how old is she supposed to be?
I imagine she's supposed to be about 11 or 12. So it's close to Ripley's daughter's age, which I think that's why Ripley got attached to her so quickly. How old is Dom?
6.
Okay. I'm bad at trying to figure out how age and how cognitive things work with kids that are that age. So I would imagine he's already pretty fucking smart. So I would imagine if you double his age, he could probably figure out, I'm going to go stay in this room and not come out.
Shit, he can figure that out now.
Right. So I don't think it's far-fetched that an 11 or 12-year-old would figure out how to survive for a couple of weeks.
Shit, she was smart enough to know. She was like, they've been gone a long time. She knew something was wrong.
Exactly. And dumbass Timmy over there playing with Nintendo.
Nintendo.
Like, hey, bro, I think parents are dead. So they find the rest of the colonists. Oh, wait. Did I skip a part? Hold on. No, I didn't. They find the rest of the colonists after Hudson is doing some scanning, and they go in to rescue them. They also find out that they're under heat exchangers. which could cause an explosion, so they don't use their guns, or they're not supposed to use their guns. But they find the colonists cocooned, and they end up killing one of the newborn aliens, which causes a commotion with the other aliens. So anybody can answer this part. What did y'all think about what happens here? This is when the aliens start coming out of the fucking walls.
Yeah.
Every damn time, bro. I miss this motherfucker every time. And
I see him every time.
I don't know.
He's like, I don't see him, and the camera pans behind him, and he's right there.
No, wait, no, not before they appear. When he's walking.
When he's walking.
Yeah, when they're walking, and they were like, "Yeah, we don't know where they are," and he's up against the wall as part of the wall.
Yeah.
And then he starts to slowly unfold out of the wall, and then he get. I'm like, God damn,
that shit's so good, man.
Every time it is good. Like. Did you see that motherfucker Spike?
Hell no. Until he came, like revealed himself and did the thing that he did. But no, I definitely didn't see it. I thought that was good too.
Yeah. No, this because the thing is, like heading there, she's having a conversation with the Marines. She was like, "Yo, like, so how many deployments have you been on? Like, what am I working with here?" And these motherfuckers ain't really had real action.
Nah, it was just
Gorman. It was just
Gorman.
Okay.
The rest of them are used to this. Because remember, she's Vasquez asks, "Is this just another?" Or no, Hudson asks, "It is just another bug hunt." So they're used to this type of thing. They are just not used to fucking with xenomorphs.
Yeah.
Which has always been slightly confusing because Gorman says to them, "We think a xenomorph is involved," and none of them were like, "What the fuck is a xenomorph?" So I've always been a little bit confused about this part. Like, did the other colonial Marines know what a xenomorph was? They have just never dealt with a whole fucking pack of them.
I don't think they were. I think this was their first encounter with them.
Right, but why wouldn't they? When he said, "I think a xenomorph is involved," why wouldn't they be like, "Well, what's that?" It's a weird thing with this movie that I've never asked anybody. So I'm sure I'm just missing something.
Because I'm trying to figure out that when they would have encountered it before.
Well, so the thing is, they're not only on that planet. So they could have encountered them anywhere. Because we have to remember, the only reason they're on LV-426 is because the alien spaceship crashed on that planet. So they could be in a myriad of planets.
And they tried, one of the people in the room was like, "Yeah, there are no indigenous creatures." She was like, "Man,
she's like, they're not indigenous."
What the fuck you talking about? I ain't say that. You trying to be slick. I ain't say they were indigenous.
Right.
So yeah, but yeah, Gorman just completely froze up.
Yeah.
Like he didn't know what to do.
Right.
And
this is why she had to take command.
That's the next part.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad.
No, y'all fine.
I mean, he said, yeah.
I've always loved this scene. I love how they're reading the scanner. This is always the part where it's like, oh shit, this is crazy. Where they're reading the scanner and they're like, what the fuck? Like there's movement, but we can't see them. And this is another continuity issue. I've never understood how that one alien that comes out and grabs that dude, how he floats back up to the top. Because his tail is flapping, so he's not using his tail. It doesn't bother me that much because it's still a dope-ass scene. But I've just never understood how the motherfucker just floated up to the sky.
He didn't jump?
Nah. He's on the wall on the side. Oh, you know what? Yeah. I'm gonna accept that since they can walk on walls, because we can't see the alien's feet. So I'm assuming he came out, grabbed the dude, and then just walked up the wall this way.
Probably.
I'm just gonna accept that. So yes, in this oh wait, did I already ask you? You don't care. So this is the part that y'all were talking about. So Gorman starts bugging out because he's not been on one of these missions before. And Ripley is like, "Get your people out of there." And he's just like, "Shut the fuck up," basically. So she grabs the fucking Cybertruck and she goes into the spot.
Bro, yes.
Bro.
That's probably where Elon's lame ass got it
Get it
from.
from there.
Damn.
As I was watching this, I said, "Damn, that's where they got the Cybertrucks from."
It looks exactly. I said it to my girl, and she was like, "That does look exactly like a Cybertruck."
That's
Elon
crazy.
is that lame to where he would steal something like that from this movie, even though he stole the idea of a Cybertruck from somebody else. Anyway, so we find out that Apone has died, Frost, Drake, Crow, Wierzbowski, they've all died. So when Ripley busts through the side of the wall, the only ones left are Hicks, Hudson, and Vasquez. Because if you remember, Drake dies right at the door because Vasquez shot the one alien and it squirted acid all over him. But once they regroup, Ripley comes up with a plan to get off the planet and nuke it from orbit. But Burke has some disagreements. So Spike, since you've never seen this before, were you starting to get the picture of what's going on with Burke and the corporation?
Yeah, it was. He didn't hide it well at all. Like him wanting to take a alien off and get his percentage or get it money for it or whatever it may be. And I like Ripley how she called it out and kind of finally sweated him out to admitting it, but it was too late at that point. But yeah, he was very white manish, corporate. Like I'm trying to get this figured out for the money aspect of it. So yeah, he gave that.
Did y'all already pick all that up?
Yeah, and I think with it was you as a corporation. You felt like because she asked him, she was like, "Why the hell are you going?" And he said whatever, and then he kept like trying to stop them from blowing shit up. So he was like, "Yeah, it's a
substantial dollar amount."
Yeah. So it sounded like corporate shit that he's on, like trying to protect all the equipment at the expense of the people. But yeah, I think that reveal really helped set up the scene after a couple of scenes after this as well, that he was involved and he kind of set everything up in motion for them to go back. And it made him going make more sense.
Did you get the same thing, Rod?
Yeah, this one I can't tap into this one. I would have had to rewatch it.
Yeah. They're very clearly setting up this whole idea of capitalism, and that this is what is always really interesting to me about this film is and nothing's wrong with this, but a lot of people get onto this idea of capitalism without realizing that movies have been talking about this for decades. And when you watch a movie like Alien or Aliens, unless you're really paying attention, you don't put two and two together and realize the actual enemy, the villain in all of these movies is the corporation. It's not really the xenomorphs.
Yeah.
The xenomorphs are just being animals.
Right.
It's the corporation that's sending these people out there to die. Yeah. So this is a very interesting part where they're like, we should just get off this planet and just nuke the whole thing so we can be sure that these things won't get off the planet.
Yep.
And Burke, being the company man that he is, he's like, no, there's a substantial dollar amount. And he also says these are an important species.
That's a good point because I never even looked at it like that. That they're not trying to invade the planet. No. They're not trying to invade.
They weren't looking for
Earth.
Them.
We weren't looking for them. Like,
they invaded LV-426, but that's just because that spaceship that the engine. I don't know if y'all remember Prometheus and all that, but the spaceship that the engineers were on crashed there. And I mean, they would invade Earth if they thought that it would make sense, but they haven't been able to. But the whole thing is, again, it's like going to Africa and running through the fucking wilderness and getting mad because a lion fucked you up. Right. That's your fucking fault. Why are you there?
For sure.
That's the lion's fucking lair.
Yep.
You busted up in his shit. But yeah, so they call the ship, the drop ship that they have, but an alien is aboard and ends up killing the pilots. Spike, did you think it was game over, man? It's game over.
I like when he said that, though. I mean, of course, I knew that they'd figure their way out of it, being the character that I picked up. What's Sigourney Weaver's character name?
Ellen Ripley.
Who I picked her up to be, but I did wonder where they were going to go from the pilots being fucked over by the aliens. So I was like, okay, this is interesting.
And, these things are kind of smart.
They are.
They are smart.
So, yeah, so they
knew to take out the pilot.
Yeah, we're just going to, y'all not getting up out of here. We got 2, and we need more hosts. So we need y'all.
All these motherfuckers.
Yep.
That's the best part when you think about it. It's like all those people, you consider them dead, but as Ripley says, they don't kill them. They grab them and make them hosts.
Yeah.
So Apone, Wierzbowski, Drake, all these people that we think are dead, they're fucking cocooned somewhere. Mm-hmm. I mean, they'll be dead soon, but yeah, man.
Yeah,
but they're still alive. They have low.
No, they are not. They are, but they aren't.
Yeah,
you gotta
exactly.
go back and get them. Ripley's like,
nah, fuck that,
bro.
They
gone.
They dead.
They dead, bro. They gone, bro.
Yeah, once that shit get in you.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's a wrap. Goddamn. But no, I love this part, and man, I was telling my girl, this is a classic line where he's just like, "It's game over, man. It's game over." We're in some real deep shit now.
We're 17 days. We're not gonna live.
Right.
Ripley's like
live 17 hours, man.
Yeah, that's it. You like the kid last there for however many days.
So why don't you put her in charge? Man, Bill Paxton fucking killed this role, man. He's so good in this. So, all right, so they barricade themselves inside the facility thinking that they've blocked all the ways for the aliens to get in. And here we find out some shit. We find out that Burke ordered the colonists to go investigate the ship without warning them what was in there. They also find out that the reactor is overloading due to the crash from the dropship, and it'll explode in 4 hours. So Bishop volunteers to crawl through a tunnel to use a transmitter to get the other dropship, but Ripley goes into nap with Newt, and some shit goes down while she's taking a nap. I'm going to start with you, Spike, again, since this is your first time. What did you think of this part?
What happened when she was taking a nap?
God damn it. So she crawls under so Newt can't sleep out in the open because she's used to hiding, which I think is a really, really good touch. So she climbs under the bed to go to sleep.
And these the things start crawling in.
Ripley goes in with the gun and she puts the gun on the bed and she crawls under the bed to sleep with Newt. But when she wakes up, the gun is gone.
Yeah.
And there's 2 of the test tubes open on the floor inside of the facility, inside of the room that they're sleeping in.
I was like Bill Paxton. Game over, man.
That's fucked up. You wouldn't have tried to help.
No, I would have tried to help, but that's what I was. My initial thought, seeing the little test tubes open and the gun gone. Like,
man,
I'm sorry, Newt. You had a strong run. It's like it's over with.
That's fucked up, man.
Man, this is one of the best, most intense scenes in this movie. And even watching it now, I remember watching this as a kid. I just knew they were going to get the girl.
I did too.
It's just, how the hell are they going to get out of this?
Yeah, I was like, there's no way
but she was a survivor because when that thing tried to jump on her, she used that shelf to get the tail or whatever. But it was like, man, it was like right there. And Ripley's just trying to make sure the little thing penis don't get her. And she's sitting there fighting that thing, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, and then when she, because she's smart, then she get the sprinklers. Yep. And then to trigger everybody else, and then they went over there or whatever. And then the water's coming down, and you see that thing crawling. Man, bro, this shit was crazy.
This scene's so good, man.
Yeah, this was.
Yeah, because this was the Facehuggers, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I hate those. Those are the ones I really don't fucking like. The Facehuggers.
Yeah, I'm sure as a man.
Yeah.
The last thing you want.
Oh my god, like them. Those be the ones.
And you can't even. And that was the thing. It almost got her because you can't even see it because she just kind of looked and then she just it jumped at her.
Yeah.
And she just, man, bro. Yeah, this was.
And it immediately wrapped its tail around her neck and was choking her to get her to open her mouth. Man, this shit is so fucking good, man. We haven't talked about that, but we talked about the concept in the first one that the whole idea of facehuggers, for Spike's information, is an allegory for rape.
Really?
Yes. Yeah.
You know what? I never. Yeah. Did you bring that up in the last one?
I brought it up in the review that's an allegory for rape. You know, there are actual many allegories for rape throughout the first. I forgot I'm not supposed to say that. Grape, whatever. In the first movie, though, them shoving their thing down your throat, you being impregnated, the thing coming out, killing you, life's over. There's also the part where I forget the droid in the other one. I forget his name. Fuck. I forget the droid in the first one, but he tries to shove that rolled up newspaper down Ripley's throat. There's a lot of allegories for rape, but this one, the fact that it wraps its tail around her neck to get her to open her mouth so it can shove that thing down is just, it's crazy. But we find out that Burke is the one that took the gun. Oh, what's up?
I was gonna say Burke was the one. He's the one that kind of set this whole thing up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Burke took her gun because the gun is outside of the room on the table. Burke took the gun and was going to let Ripley and or Newt get impregnated. Then he was going to freeze them.
That was intentional, yeah.
Yes, and then take them back. So they would have the thing inside of them. And if you remember, they would still have one more facehugger because I believe there were 3 in the testing room. So then, as Ripley said, he was going to then sabotage the freezers for the other Marines.
Kill them so they wouldn't know, yeah.
And then he could just make up any story because like she said, he just jettisoned the bodies out into space. So, man, this is Yeah, this was actually pretty deep. Before they can deal with Burke's bitch ass, the power cuts. And what follows for me is the best part of the whole movie. And for me, it is easily one of the coolest parts of any sci-fi movie ever made. Ever made. And that's when they discover that the aliens have found a way into the base. And they discover that they're in the fucking ceiling.
Yeah.
And I will just go ahead and say, when this is like super tense, the lights are out, and when they're using the scanners and they're telling Vasquez to just go seal the door. But then Hudson is like 5 meters, 4 meters, 3 meters. And they're like, wait a minute, that's in the room.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm reading it correct, man. They're in the fucking room.
In the room.
Oh my God, when when they look up, first of all, this is incredible filmmaking. When they all look up and he fucking tips the gun and looks and they're crawling, this scene gets me every time.
Yeah.
It is so fucking good. It's so good. But since I've already said my part, I'm going to throw it out to y'all. Anybody can jump in. What did y'all think of this part? This is before they get to the tunnels. We'll talk about that next. But just the part in the room. All right, Spike. Since nobody want to talk.
It was good. When you say like one of my favorite sci-fi scenes, I could definitely get that if I were more into sci-fi, because watching it as just a fair weather fan, it still was like, damn, like that how they set it up, the camera with the gun thing, just like being in the room, the commentary with him telling them, and he's like the meters or whatever it may be. All of it was really, really good.
Did you guess they were in the ceiling?
No,
because I remember as a kid, that was the last thing I would have thought.
I did not think that they were in the ceiling.
Jesus,
I was like, so
that's
they just
so good.
like standing. I thought it was going to do the wall thing again. I thought they would be on the wall, somewhere.
Right?
Yeah, but I didn't guess that they were in the ceiling. So
I wonder if they kind of set that up earlier because you didn't really they were doing it earlier and you kind of never really knew where they were, but I don't think they ever located them. And I think when they set the guns up and they were shooting them, but I don't know, maybe not.
Well, Ripley probably knew because remember they were doing that in the first film. They just didn't know that there was tunnels in the ceiling.
That's
remember
right,
she said there's something must have missed.
Yeah, they identified another tunnel. And,
right.
Okay.
And they blocked that off with the automatic guns.
Yeah.
But they were like, there's something we must have missed.
Yeah. Yeah, because one of the dope lines she said, they come out at night mostly. Yeah, that shit was dope. But and real quick, were they sacrificing some of the aliens to run down the ammo and the guns?
No.
Okay, so
I don't think they're that smart. They were probably just they're still animals. They're probably just like, okay, yeah, the thing's shooting at us, but
okay.
But then they figured out, okay, we're done with these damn guns. Let's go around. Because if they were just trying to run the ammo out, remember the guns did run out.
Yeah, one ran out, and then another one got down to like 15 or 10.
Right.
And then it left.
That was so there was two sets. There was the guns on this side and the guns on this side. This side ran out completely. And then they went to the other side.
They were trying to get another way around.
Yes. Okay. I don't think they were trying to run the ammo down. They're trying to figure out a best way to get inside.
Gotcha. And then none of that shit worked. Yeah. But no, this was good, especially leading up to like when they were, and I guess that's the next scene when they were in the roof and I forgot, what's the lady? Ramho?
Oh, Rambo.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
Because
I remember like when they're up in something and you see all of these motherfuckers coming after them at one time, but nah, that cut to them aliens,
God, so good.
Yeah,
it's so fucking good.
was absolute cinema.
It really was, man. Because these were people in suits, and they look. I know you were saying that the technology was not as great back then. I think they look better than in the newer shit with all the fucking special effects.
Yeah.
Like these are people in suits.
I didn't know
crawling
that.
like that. It's.
I don't think I knew they were in suits either.
Yeah, they didn't really.
You know
use
what?
a lot.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, they were in suits.
Yeah, these are mostly practical effects because I mean, CGI wasn't really a thing yet. You see CGI in the movie, and it looks terrible.
Yeah, not in '86. No,
but yeah.
But yeah, this part has always got me. It's so good, man.
And this is where Ripley got separated from the little girl, right?
That's the next part.
Oh,
so
okay.
this is the part where they bust in the room. They take out Hudson because Hudson has his fucking hero moment. It's like, come on, motherfucker, you want some too? Fuck you.
Yeah.
And then the thing comes up out the bottom and pulls him in. And again, that's when you start thinking it's not gonna kill him. It's gonna go fucking cocoon his ass. So all of this fucking whining and crying, and he's gonna get the worst death. At least these other people, some of them just get killed, and it's like, all right, good, I'm dead. He's gonna get fucking impregnated. But the next part is where they go into these tunnels because they're trying to get to where Bishop and the control center is. So while in the tunnel, Vasquez gets hurt, which leads to her and Gorman sacrificing themselves by setting off an explosive, which I've always loved this part. You always were an asshole, Gorman. And this knocks Newt down into that corridor. And this is the part you're thinking of.
Gotcha,
This is
okay.
when Newt ends up getting captured by one of the aliens. Did y'all think this was it? I guess I'm going to start with...
I
guess...
I did. I remember when I first saw this.
thought it was it for Newt?
I was like, God damn. Like, for real? So, yeah. I mean, because that's usually what follows. Like, what follows once they got you, like, they fucking gonna cocoon your ass.
Yep.
Yeah. I thought this was over for.
It's just so good how they did it.
It is.
Like she falls and because you think it is. She falls into that ground. She's first of all, I've been surviving this whole damn time without y'all.
Right.
And here I am now. I'm gonna fall into this damn water. And when she gets up out of the water and she looks around, it's so dark, and then you have
my
the little light
God.
illuminated at the end. And you're like, how the hell is this motherfucker gonna survive in this damn shit? You know, and we ain't know what was actually in
the
this
water.
motherfucker, bro. But and they're chasing them, and then when Rambo shot the motherfucker and her leg fucked up. I did like that. Him sacrificing himself, but yeah, when she fall into the water, it's so fucking creepy.
Facts.
Yeah.
And she still just got that doll that she holding on to.
until the fucking alien catches her, and then they're using the flashlight and it shines on the doll's head. It's just such a good fucking, like, the way they do this shit is so good. But yes, I don't remember when I was a kid if I thought that was it for Newt, but I could see why someone watching it for the first time would be like, oh, well, they got
That's
Newt.
exactly how I thought.
All right,
damn,
cool.
they
I didn't think that was it, but I was scared for her because I'm like, I don't know how the fuck Ripley gonna save this woman, this little girl.
You must not remember the first one. She went back for a fucking cat.
Yeah,
Yes.
She did all that shit.
and she
for a
left that
fucking
motherfucker
cat.
at the base.
She said, and you little shit, you're staying home.
She knows you're gonna run into another shit.
Man, that cat was like, bitch, I didn't say I was coming. You ain't gonna tell me I'm
You're
staying
doing me
home.
no favors.
Right, I didn't raise my fucking hand. Shit. All right, so on the way back to the ship, Hicks ends up getting injured because he shoots an alien that's trying to get into the elevator.
Yeah.
Ripley gets him to the ship, but then goes back for Newt, tracing her with that fucking Apple Watch that Hicks gave her. And she finds Newt and frees her, but then discovers that she's in the Queen's lair.
God.
What did you think of this part, Spike?
I wonder how the hell she was gonna get out of it. They did a perfect setup to showing her beating all the other stuff, and I mean, she essentially kept the head of a good soldier. But being in the Queen's lair and
Yes.
not having shit really from a defense mechanism, because she had already used a gun, they didn't have anything.
She had like that
she still had,
flamethrower.
she had the
And she
flamethrower.
reloaded. She went and got ammo.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Yeah.
I almost
Yeah,
thought but
she had a little bit of ammo, and she had the fire thing, and then she had the grenade launchers.
yeah. Okay, so she did have ammo, but I still feel like she was up shit creek.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see the size of that motherfucker?
Yeah, that was crazy. Like, this is definitely one of the more memorable scenes. I know you was talking about the one before, but this is definitely one of the more memorable scenes for me. With like just seeing all the fucking eggs and shit,
Laid
and
across the
yeah,
floor.
just in being in that, and
And you see the little girl there with, and one of the facehuggers come out,
yeah.
and it's about to jump out. Here come Ripley, shooting the motherfucker.
Oh yeah, because she burned him, and that fucking set the Queen off or whatever. And then, yeah, like I said, this part, this is iconic for me because the Queen start fucking chasing her and shit. Yeah.
One of the dopest parts about this scene is if you actually watch carefully, the Queen is communicating to everything in there.
I did notice that
That's
on
really dope.
rewatches.
I
Yep.
didn't peep that.
So if you watch, so when Ripley sees that it's a queen. She burns a few of the eggs. And the queen is like, cut that shit out. And she keeps doing it or whatever. And then when Ripley looks around, you see there's a couple of the drones walking in. But then when Ripley starts burning the eggs, the queen kind of like makes
Signals,
a sound
yeah.
and the drones back off. Because the queen is like, no, this motherfucker's going to burn all of our eggs. Y'all need to stop fucking with her.
Yeah.
She has the upper hand right now. Chill out. I've always thought that was so dope. But the dopest part is when Ripley's backing up, one of the eggs beside her opens. And this shows Sigourney Weaver's great fucking face acting. She sees the egg opening and she looks at the queen like, bitch, for real? I was gonna back up and just leave, but really, you thought that was gonna work? You thought you were slick.
Right.
And then she burns the whole shit. And that's when the other drones come in and start trying to attack and Ripley's taking them out. But yeah, this is a really dope scene. And yeah, the queen is a bad motherfucker.
Yes.
But if Ripley hadn't been fucking with shit, the queen would have stayed in there. Because the queen got dislodged because of all the explosions and shit that were happening. But yes, I do think this is also cool because the queen was following them around. But once they get to the landing bay, Bishop is gone. Ken, did you think Bishop actually left for good?
Yeah, I thought Bishop was out of there. And because the android in the other ones, or what do they call it? What do they like to be called?
Artificial person.
Artificial person.
Dallas? Was that his name? No, it wasn't Dallas. What was that fucking? I'm a fucking.
Yeah, but yeah. So I thought Bishop was out of there because he had been not creepy, but we remember those that have seen the first one. Remember, he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go do my studies and go look at him." And he was like, "Oh yeah, I want to show y'all something. Yeah, that shit's over there. That shit's about to blow up, by the way." So yeah, I thought Bishop was out of there.
Ash was the other android. Spike, did you think Bishop had actually left?
Thought he dipped.
I had no faith in my boy.
I thought Bishop was out.
You too, Rod?
I don't remember this part. Yeah, not this part. I know everything else after this.
This part's actually really, really dope because I think they did a great job with the setup because it shows how fucking smart the queen is because they get on the elevator and they go up and then that other elevator dings and the queen looks over and was like, "Oh, okay, that's how y'all getting up and down. Cool."
Right. But we never see that. Though.
We never see that.
Yeah.
But then when she gets upstairs and she realizes Bishop's gone, and that fucking elevator dings, and the queen comes out. Man, it's such a good scene. And then Ripley's realizing that's it, and she says, "Close your eyes, baby," to Newt. And then my boy Bishop comes rising up. Said, "Y'all thought I left. Don't call it a comeback." And they jump in the ship. And they get back to the Sulaco, and you think, this is what's so good about this movie. You think the shit is over.
Yes.
You're like, cool, they got out.
Yeah.
But the queen was hiding in the landing gear. And she comes out and she rips Bishop in half.
Yes.
And then a fight ensues. This is the final fight. Spike, what did you think of the final fight? This is when the queen is going after Newt. Ripley gets up in that transformer.
I thought this was dope. I thought this was probably the iconic point of the movie as far as what people take away.
Get away from her, you bitch!
Yeah, her and that machine doing the different things and fighting with the machine. I feel like it was really cool, especially for 1986. So that was a really dope part.
Yeah.
No, I don't think. Yeah, it was. The way that thing fucked up Bishop, and I was mad. Like, you killed all my babies.
All my babies. Yeah.
And I see you are clearly attached to this little girl because you came all the way back into my home, my house, to get her.
And I got her first. You gonna come back up in here taking my shit.
So I'm out for vengeance, and I'm gonna again showing their intelligence. I'm gonna hide in this cargo bay, and I'm gonna wait for you guys to come up and. We just gonna duke it out.
I'm still trying to think, like, what was the queen's plan, though?
At that point, it was just revenge.
Yeah. Just revenge, yeah.
Yep. I think the queen was just like, I'm pissed the fuck off. You ruined everything, so I'm just going. I mean, it's just like a mama bear or, any of those animals. Like, they'd say, like, they will fuck you up.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You know?
And she had, wasn't it a callback? Because then she used one of those things earlier.
One of what things?
The thing she killed it, yeah.
She was in the loader because she asked
I remember,
Apone and Gorman how she could help. And he was like, I don't know, how can you help? And she's like, well, I can ride one of them loaders. And he was like, all right, give it a shot. They thought she was bullshitting. And she got up in there and was like, all right, but I can do this shit.
And she was like, where do you want it?
Yeah. And she paused, where you want it? And they started laughing. Ha ha ha, cell block 3, please.
Oh, yeah, he was so... That black guy was
They
so
took him out
extra.
too early.
Yeah.
I
He
loved
was extra
Apone.
as
Yeah.
fuck.
He was.
Always had a fucking cigar in his mouth. I loved Apone. They took him out way too early. But yeah, man, this scene is absolutely iconic. Get away from her, you bitch. I know I've been saying bitch a lot, but that's just the movie. Don't blame me. But yeah, this was a great final fight. They duke it out. Come on! Come on! I love all that shit. Then they fall into the airlock. Ripley is able to get the queen out into space.
Which is another iconic.
Yeah.
What, launching it into space?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right? I mean, people use that all the time, like launching the... Oh, she's in the airlock? She's not outside of it.
She's inside.
Inside,
and she opens
okay.
the airlock, and the queen and the machine get sucked out. But the queen grabs her foot at first.
Yeah, the
Gotcha,
girl is
gotcha.
also being sucked out too.
Yeah, and
Newt.
half of Bishop has to hold her.
Yeah.
And after this is the only part in the whole movie that I do not like. And that's when Ripley climbs out of the airlock and she goes over to Newt. Newt calls her mommy. I hate this every time I watch this movie. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. It's ridiculous. It's corny, and it doesn't really make any sense. She met you 2 days ago. She's not calling you mommy.
Right.
Please, this is stupid. But
Yeah.
tiny gripe, extremely tiny gripe. But yeah, they all get back onto the ship. Bishop, Hicks, Ripley, and Newt. They all get back to the ship, and they leave.
We're going to the deep sleep, though, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Newt asks if she can dream, and Ripley says we both can because they think everything is over, and the movie ends. And it looks happily ever after until we get to Alien 3. Then it's like, God damn. Which I won't spoil anything, but Alien 3 is great, but there is some shit that I really think they shouldn't have done. But yeah.
Nah, it's a good one, man. It's a good one.
Would you watch Alien 3, Spike?
I thought we already seen it. We ain't watched it. we seen a couple of them, I feel like. And now we got
We
saw
talking
it.
about
We
that
saw
TV
you-
show.
Right.
It was a TV show and a movie.
Yeah, you thinking about
I know.
You seen the
Romulus.
latest one, huh?
yeah, Romulus, that which was good.
But you've never seen the first one or the
that's
third
that's
one.
kind of crazy, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
And we got to do the first one for next month.
What?
Huh?
Yeah, I ain't look at the text, Jalen.
The first what?
We already did it.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'm almost positive we already did the first Alien.
The 40 when you said this shit was 40 years old, bro, I was like,
Man.
fuck.
Man.
No, this is the 86 Alien. I don't know why Jalen sent this text.
They said, well, no, that's the
This is for July.
right.
And
That's the first one from '79.
what?
From 79. I thought we did.
Oh.
This says 86.
Oh, okay.
I'm confused about. Yeah, I don't understand why.
I thought that was for next month. It said for July. So
I need to wrap this up.
Oh,
Hold on.
yeah.
I forgot we were still recording. Anyway, make sure y'all go back and watch and listen to our review of the first Alien from 70, whatever it was,
79.
79. And maybe we will get to Alien 3. We'll see. But yeah, y'all happy we did this? Good.
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah, I am. I'm always down to watch Alien.
All right. Well, make sure y'all go become a Patreon supporter. So maybe you'll get a, I don't know, some input into what we review. And Jalen, real quick, was there a reason you sent this text? Just so y'all know, there's a couple other movies that were in the running. I mean, I won't even name these ones that got absolutely slaughtered. But Train Spotting was in the running, and Boys in the Hood was in the running. But yeah, I'm sure we'll get to those at some point if people keep nominating them. But if you want to be able to nominate some movies and vote for the movies, go become a Patreon supporter. And yeah, help your boys out, man. But we will see y'all next time. Peace.
Peace.